Hello and welcome to our place in Sicily. Today, I'm going to admit I have a Catawiki problem. Hello and welcome to our place in Sicily. Today I'm going to admit I have an online auction problem. I'm not just going to admit I have a problem. I am going to explain why I have a problem, why I think my problem is okay, and I'm going to show you some of the consequences of my problem. So we have this lovely house, and eventually it will be ready to live in. Right now, we're in the guest house, and the room is all sort of new walls, there'll be new wood, there'll be new everything. But the other half of it is very old. Well, I mean, this is old too, but it's finished in a new way. And so every part of this place, we're working to make the new and the old blend together. We don't ever want to see too much new or too much old. We don't want to see one without the other. So everything we're designing, we're keeping that in mind. But they didn't leave much behind. There's not much. So there's plenty of old building I can work in and plenty of new construction, renovation, restoration that we can work in. So what do we do with the rest of this? Well, we can do things like using a traditional cementino, cement tile, but in a new way, which we're doing in our ensuite bathroom. I'm in the bedroom right now of our guest house. And we can do that with the tile. We can put old gold frames on new medicine cabinets so that they don't look brand new. We can mix and match, but how do we get those? I'm living in a place where I don't have family members who can just, give me all the old stuff from the basement or the attic. Also, I don't have Italian family members, so they wouldn't be giving me stuff from Italy. I would be getting some US stuff. And not that their stuff isn't beautiful, but I just spent a lot of time getting rid of all of my stuff in the US so that I could come here. So I have been, and you may have seen a number of videos looking for antiques. And I love that, but shopping for antiques is challenging. And when I made my list of all the items I had to buy, and these are sort of the basic items I had to buy, a toilet, a paper towel holder, toilet paper towel holder, a shower faucet, a sink faucet, a bathtub faucet, all of those things. And we're not talking like couch cushions, throw blanket. We are talking a couch, a table, a chair, a kitchen table. Very simple, none of the extras. If we furnished it with just that list, it would look like somebody stole all of our stuff. That list was 450 items long, and I'm sure I forgot things. I started to panic. It's not a good look for me. So I have to find other sources other than just going to antique markets. Now, I always have a list running in my head. Unfortunately, Matt doesn't have a list running in his head. So I have to always sort of tell him when we go someplace together, these are some of the things I'm looking for. And he'll say, well, we don't really need that yet. I'm like, yeah, but I've been looking for it for 2 years. So if we see it, if we find it, I'm getting it now because I don't want to wait another 4 years. I can't, if we have 1 year to put this house together and I have more than 365 things to buy, that means more than one thing a day. And that means I'm about 3 years behind. So online auctions. Specifically, I want to talk to you about Catawiki. And do I love Catawiki? Yes. Do I hate Catawiki? Sometimes. I've had issues. So today, I'm going to show you my top tips for having a good, fantastic experience on Catawiki. And so while we do that, I'm going to show you some of the things I've purchased. So you don't have to look at me, you can look at pretty old things. Okay, so first thing is make a list. Make a list of the things you need. And if you're on a budget, try to stick to that list because there is some neat stuff available. And then maybe give yourself a small budget for the neat stuff because you don't know what you don't know what you're looking for. So tip 1, make a list and a little side budget for the things that you don't know that are on those lists. What does that include for me? I bought a thing to do bobbin lace. Why? Because I've always wanted to do it, because it was an affordable price, because I can. So there were other things I bought too. I am an artist, so I never know exactly what I want and exactly what I'll find, but I did find a beautiful cast iron book press, which is fantastic for me, and I got it at a great price, which leads me into the next step. Decide how you want to shop. Thanks to my parents, thanks to my upbringing, I am a budget shopper. I don't want to just buy something because it's cheap, but I can go ahead and purchase nice things if I can get a good price for them. So along with that list, I'm cross-referencing it with what would I pay for if I had to pay full price. And so if I'm going to buy something on Catawiki or online where I don't get to see it, touch it, hold it, feel it first, I am going to make sure I'm getting it for a good price. Also, the more I get things for a good price, the less my budget goes down. So kind of decide what kind of person you are. You may be the ultimate collector of Chippendale furniture. And so you're going to look at things more, and Catawiki will have that. Or maybe you are like refurnishing a mid-century modern home and you want authentic but in good shape MCM furniture. You might be willing to pay $5,000 for an Eames chair because you haven't been able to find one. So you might be someone who's looking for things that are more rare. Let's see, what else? I'm also looking for variety. So think about what you are as a shopper. Are you shopping for hard to find items? Are you shopping for a good deal? Know what kind of shopper you are. That's tip 2. Tip 3, follow the rules. So when you get a package, when it arrives, actually let's go back. When you buy some beautiful items like I'm showing you here, and you win the auction, you have, I think it's 3 days to pay. I just pay right away. And they have 4 days to ship it to you. Not for you to get it, but 4 days until they have to have it in the mail. So I don't know what it is about Europe, but people package things like they've never seen a package arrive from Amazon or anything. They will wrap 3 boxes together to make a new box, and then they will cover it all in tape, and then they will cover that in a plastic bag, all covered in tape. And you're lucky if you ever get to see that item, but you must, on Catawiki, look at it, open it up within 3 days. So even if you have a neighbor accepting packages while you're out of town, if you don't open that package and it's totally broken inside, you have no recourse. You can ask the seller And if you have a good seller, and there are plenty of good sellers, but there's also a lot of people selling stuff that are just selling their mom's old stuff, selling, like, they're not professionals. The professionals are usually really pretty good about this stuff, but you have to follow the rules. You can also, if you're not going to be around, you could also ask the seller, as soon as you pay, you have access to message a seller, you can ask that seller, hey, I'm going to be traveling for like 3 more days. Can you wait 3 days to ship that? Every single person I've asked that for has said yes. And I get the best packing from those people who know that I am very interested in this happening, this transaction happening. Great. So, tip 3, follow the rules. Tip 4 is very specific. Don't buy a mirror on Catawiki. I don't know what it is, but I have yet to find a successful way to guarantee that any mirror you're going to buy is going to get there in one piece. I ordered 4, 2 came broken, 1 never showed up, and 1 made it. So a 25% success rate, not great. 5, if something doesn't come back great, but you know how to fix it, or you can do this, don't hesitate to ask the seller for a small discount to cover your fees. If you have somebody who can fix that, you have somebody who can conserve it, can fix it, you could also take it to them, send them a picture and go, how much would it cost for me to fix this? And then you can say, are you willing to take this much off? I've had to do that a couple times too. Spend some time on the site. And now I'm telling you all these things for Catawiki, but I'm sure they're true for eBay and First Dibs and all these other things too. But what I would say is spend some time on the site. Try to do it without buying lots and lots of stuff first, because there are things I definitely see come around again and again. And so I know to wait. I know when I see it, I will like it. I put a little heart on it and it stays in my favorites until it goes, well, it stays in my favorites pretty much forever, but, and I will watch it as that bidding goes through. And if it doesn't get above a price, I will bid, because I know I don't want to go into a bidding war, and I'm likely going to get into a bidding war any time with somebody else who's like, oh my gosh, this is so great, I didn't know this existed, blah, blah, blah. I now am smart enough to know I will see that again in 4 to 8 days. So it could be because somebody bought a whole stock of them, or it's something they're refinishing. I don't know. But watch what's coming around. Also, read the descriptions. Read the descriptions, read the whole thing. Look at every single picture. Look at the color. It's interesting because on this website, and I understand why, you cannot message the seller directly. Supposedly in the FAQs, you can contact Catawiki, ask them a question, and they'll see if they can ask the seller. I haven't tried that yet because nobody moves fast. So usually I need to know because it's going to close in an hour and there's no way you're going to hear back. So read the description, look at all the parts. Look at all the parts, sit with the ruler. So when you see what 30 centimeters is, it's 30 centimeters. There are chairs on here that say like small size chair. What they meant is a children's chair or something else. But the way the pictures look, and they're not being deceiving, it's just a chair with a white background, you have no context sometimes, is a little kid's chair. It's not going to make a really great chair for watching TV or reading in the reading nook. So 6 is read fully the description. And the reason that's good is I've had 2 instances where something came and it didn't match the description. And I was able to, in one case, I got some money back because I had to do something to it. And in another case, I was able to return it at the seller's cost. They said a lamp that stretches out from the wall was going to be a meter, and it's just not a meter. And I had been looking for something that was a meter long. So definitely read all of the descriptions. And that's all my tips for now. So that's your 7 tips for a successful Catawiki experience specifically, but you know, you can use them on other sites as well. I hope you enjoyed looking at my little finds. I will be talking about them as we install them into the house and as we work with them. Some of them are going to be parts of big projects. I'm super excited about them. It is going to make my house uniquely me. And that's the biggest payoff for this. So I hope you enjoyed this. Please let me know in the comments if you'd like to see more things like this. If you have any questions about anything I showed you, just tell me the timestamp or describe it, and I would be happy to answer you. And until next time, ciao, ciao.